Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get this thing off my chest about why people should just stop voting for the Democratic Party. All right, certain people, meaning certain people who have records of voting for the same people, certain people that only make up 13% of the population, but yet commit 50% of the crime in this country. Right? I won't name names, but the thing that inspired me to make this video is that earlier today I was at a supermarket, right, and a lady strangely come up of nowhere. She was person of minority and asked me for change, right, and I give you ask me for change, I give it to you. I'm not stingy with that. The thing is that the thing that got me is that these people of these minority group always tend to vote one sided, right? They have a track records of voting for the same people over and over and over. And I just want to tell them that at what point, or ask them, at what point will you just stop and realize that the people you voted for are not taking care of you, right? The people that voted for is mainly the Democratic Party, right? And I feel like that people need to stop voting for the Democratic Party. They have done nothing but to destroy your city, destroy the country, try pander for votes, right? That's what they do. Change their voices to pander to you, tell you lies, and what do? You just continue to keep voting. That is, and you never see any progress, right? You voted for them years after years after years. You never see any progress, right? That's by definition, textbook definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over, vote for the same people, and you see no different result. Meanwhile, your people are homeless, right? The majority of your people are homeless, begging on the street, and that's kind of sad to see. I do not want to see that, right? I do not want to see these people begging on the street for what the government or the people that they thought was supposed to take care of them are not taking care of them, right? If they're not taking care of you, why are you continuing to vote for them? It doesn't make any sense, right? These Democratic Party, these toxic individuals. At the end of the day, they just say the stuff to you to enriching themselves. Most of these politicians, I'm not saying that the Republicans are any good, but the Democrats are even worse. You're not seeing any changes. There's no differences from the other Democrat for another Democrat. They're the same thing, right? There's a poll done that shows that most Democrats are. Alright, not where I'm at work right now, but I just want to finish that. There's a poll done that shows that most Democrats out there are moving far left than usual, right? They're more leftist than usual. Their ideas are more radical than they were, let's say, 20 years ago. And meaning that they don't care, man. These Democrats don't care about you, your well-being, your future. They want to say all this, so they're pushing these agendas. They're swaying into a demographic that only making 1% of the population, less than 1% of the population, and these minority groups still vote for them, which make no sense at all, right? Which make no sense at all, and they try to use race as an excuse, as a cop-out. That's what it is. Race is just a cop-out for your failure in life. Take responsibility for yourself. Stop voting these people, and stop using race as a cop-out, and maybe you'll better yourself in the future. And it just breaks my heart to see these people begging on the streets. They lost hope in you, and they realize they don't see any reason to live anymore. So they're just gonna beg on the streets and not take responsibility for their own action. And I just don't want to see that. These people that you voted for, they're supposed to take care of you, look out for your best interests, right? And in reality, they're not looking after you. They're not looking out for your best interests. They're looking out for their own best interests. They like to make loud sounds, right? Make sound bites just for the attention. At the end of the day, you have to judge them by their action, not by what they say, right? What are their actions? What have they done for you in the past 20 years? I don't see any progress. especially from the urban community, urban life, there's nothing being done, right? There's nothing being done to better your situations. You know, they like to build youth centers, and then they don't let you even go in there, right? They like to build all these facilities, but yet again, you don't have any access to it. They say there's this program, but there's no way of reaching these programs. There's all these requirements just to get these programs, right? These programs is not even easily are not easily accessible, right? In the meantime, they offer you free cell phone. What the free cell phone gonna do for you, man? I don't need no free cell phone. And I just want to say that it's ridiculous that the thing that people have to go through just to get a boost, you know, just to get handouts. And I'm not for handouts at all. You know, they use these handouts as a trap for you to be enslaved by their parties. That's what it is. And just because they give you handouts, you should keep voting for them? No, you should hold everything against them. Like, hold their foot to the fire. Like, if you don't give me what I want, I'm not gonna vote for you no more. You know, and you shouldn't be loyal to a party. That's just slavery. Put yourself in slavery. Why would you want to be loyal to a party that doesn't even look out for your best interests? You know, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not loyal to no party. I'm an independent. I'm not bound by a Democratic or Republican. At least the Republican tell you to be independent and look out for yourself. You know, but the Democrat wants you to be reliant on them. Wants you to be enslaved by them. They need votes. That's what it is. And when they don't need you no more, what do? They replace you with another voting block. You know, by bringing illegals inside the country to replace you, and you don't even understand that. Your neighborhood is being inundated by illegal immigrants, right? Your school's being inundated by illegal immigrants, and they're not forced to assimilate the American tradition. They're being forced to teach them in their own languages. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you keep voting for them? You know, I mean, what have you benefit from them? What have they benefit you? What have they delivered? You know, and then you keep putting these people in office, and they're cushy in their job, getting their pensions, while you just struggling, working a 9 to 5, day to day, trying to make a saving while inflation's going up, your wage not going up, working for the government, thinking the government cannot screw you over. The government could screw you over if you don't notice that. Right? Telling you to get shots, telling you to stay home, and all this mumbo jumbo. And yet you continue to vote for them. And there's no changes. They say, oh, we want changes, but you need to ask the question, what kind of changes? There are good changes and there are bad changes. What kind of change can you provide me? What kind of thing can you do for me? But that's the thing I gotta get on my chest. Stop voting for this Democrat, man. These Democrats are worthless. They're useless. You know? But I don't know, guys. I'll check you guys in the next video.